Hey guys, things might be looking a bit different.
Looking a little different on screen.
Well, this is episode 61 of our world-renowned podcast.
It is world-renowned.
We went to go see it again, actually.
We saw the movie It
with a group
twice.
This time. We went with all your favorite Martians. We got
Ray William Johnson.
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of went right into It just because that's the first thing I had in mind. I don't know if you had anything else to talk about.
It's two podcasts starting with It.
Was it any different the second time for you?
No, I noticed a few things, but I still enjoyed it.
It's my third time seeing
it. My second review in two podcasts in a row. It's still a good movie.
It's my third time seeing it.
It's a funny clown movie. Very good.
Funny clown movie.
I'm Arin.
Hey, Arin. Welcome to the podcast.
What are you doing here, Arin?
Yo, can I sit with you guys?
Yeah.
Come on in, dude. You want a mic?
We don't. Do we need to turn on a mic?
I can just turn on a mic.
Dude, you want to be on this podcast? We just
probably
started.
scoot on over.
Guys, we got special guest Arin Hansen.
You guys didn't expect it.
Totally prompted.
We didn't expect it. Just walked in and said, "Can I join the podcast?" So why not?
Yeah, man. What are you guys up to?
We just got done talking about It, but maybe you have an opinion on it?
No, I don't give a shit.
Cool,
Okay.
man.
I don't give a shit. It.
Dude!
Nice.
Is that what they're going to call the sequel? Like, it's going to appear
It.
on screen, and all of a sudden the S and the H are going to come, like, fading in.
Chapter 2. Shit.
Oh, you know what they could do? They could do a poster where it's his face and it says "It happens."
Dude.
But it's like, it says "shit happens," but his head is covering up the S.
Like one of those dad golfing shirts?
My dad wears those. The ones.
No, that's
where it's
like
it's
Life
5
is
o'clock.
Crap.
Yeah, my dad wears "Life is Crap."
Have
So
either
he's
of you
fine.
read the book?
It? No,
Life is
I have
Crap?
not read the book. Well, I mean, I haven't read the book, but I've had it explained to me because my cousin read it, and I've always, like, whenever he read something scary, I'd be like, what's the scariest part in the book? What happened in that scene? Does this happen? I heard this happen.
So
So,
the
like,
Wolfman's in it and shit.
yeah, like a lot of, because I believe Stephen King, like, wanted a lot of his, like, childhood, like, monster movie kind of things in there, and that was, like, a way to kind of get them all in, which is cool.
I don't know if this is true or if this was a bit, because I had never heard anything about the book before. But I was watching Red Letter Media.
Yeah.
They were doing a review of it, and they were talking about the book, and I guess there's an underage gangbang in it.
There is. There is,
What?
yeah. There's because well, in the book, like, to, I guess, because it's all about kind of coming of age, you know, the transition from childhood to adulthood, and to make that transition in the book to, like, kind of be like, oh, let's do this together. We're all gonna get out of this alive, and we're all gonna do okay. They all have sex with Bev.
What?
Yeah.
Why didn't they throw that in the movie?
Woo! Do you think that was just a deleted scene where with
You get the
director's
Blu-ray
cut?
and you get to watch.
Like, I wonder what kind of deleted scenes there are. He's like, oh.
God? It is. They do have a gangbang. Like, that's like a very
That
infamous
wasn't a
part of
bit
the
they
book.
were doing.
Why-
No, that's
why-
an infamous part of the book.
What's up with Stephen King? Why is he writing that?
Stephen King. Wait. Are you really, like, confused about that? Stephen King's known for, like, all this weird sexual shit. Like, he's a
I've
pervert.
never read a Stephen
Really?
King novel.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I've read Carrie.
He's a very big pervert, especially apparently, like, back then. Because I don't know if this was like apparently he, like, did a bunch of coke.
Stephen King?
Yeah.
That doesn't. Wow, no way.
I don't know that much about Stephen King. All I know is that he's a pervert and did coke and writes a bunch of
Wow.
books.
Well, now I don't feel so bad that I think he looks like a ventriloquist dummy.
He does. He totally does.
He's got like the lines that go down.
Like Jeff Dunham could have his hand up his ass.
What do you think Jeff
stick a
Dunham's
curtain.
jokes would be with the Stephen King puppet?
I don't even know, man.
you ever seen an underage gangbang? I think of it all the time.
Just
Read
the
a
audience
book
is
in fact.
silent. Well, what's Jeff Dunham up to these days, man? Is he still doing his puppet stuff?
I think he has a Vegas show,
That would make sense.
like a Vegas residency.
Now, I don't want to, like, shit on anybody because people still, of course, make a lot of money doing shows in Vegas. But when you see comedians or something, like, start having Vegas shows, is that, like,
So
they're fading out? They're, like, fading out of
it's-
the limelight?
No, not exactly.
Because, like, it used to be a big thing to be in Vegas. Like, think of at least for me, it was a Mind Freak with Chris Angel.
Yeah.
Like, but now when I think of Vegas, I guess maybe it's just because I've grown older, and when I think of Vegas, it's not as bright and colorful.
dirty.
It's just
It's a dirty
it's just a
place.
dry, despicable place in the
Well, I
daytime.
think that's how it's always been.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, Like bright lights, a pyramid. Oh, whoa. And now as an adult, I'm like, this place is dirty, gross.
I just like to imagine the juxtaposition of you like, wow, look at this place. And then like it's smash cut into the pyramid and there's just some dude banging like 3 hookers.
Because that was happening when I was like, while I was having that thought, because I went to Vegas, I think when I was like 14, when I was under 18, my parents like went to Vegas and they took me. And I went to go see Penn and Teller and shit. And I just remember it was weird because around all on the ground were those cards, those like hooker cards.
Oh, I got a ton of them.
And you
last
called
time.
one of them one time
I called one
on
of them.
the Sindago podcast or the Sindago podcast.
Sindago.
That's what we called the podcast for a while.
Is called, just to mess with people.
Yeah. And so we put an accent over it, and in the beginning had like a Mexican theme, like dun 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 dun.
Everyone was like, wait,
Sindago!
I've been saying Sindago this whole time. Is it Sindago?
Yeah, because people didn't know how to pronounce it, so we just made 2 like things to confuse people. But and then there were these trucks that went by, and they had like the billboards of like the women on it with like the number to call. And in my head when I was young, I always thought that they just kept the women inside those vehicles. And they would like drop them off at hotels and stuff. Just pack a bunch of women into those like billboard
Here's
trucks.
Cindy. Sign here.
They open the back and she comes out.
They have them lined up like. One's like this, another one's upside down, facing them, like to fit them all.
They're all hanging by their feet.
You
and then like the rack comes out. And it's like,
yeah. You press a certain button. It's like those vending machines where the claw goes to a certain rack and picks them out.
Man, in like 20 years in Vegas, they're gonna have like claw machines where you can just pick hookers out. Like, I want that one. I want that one.
It's like,
Daddy.
which is odd because I don't understand why Vegas has gotten the stigma of like prostitution is legal. Because it's not. It's very.
It is outside of Vegas.
It's
Yeah,
like
like
it's
north of
like
Vegas.
yeah, like probably like 30 minutes or in some county or
Carson
something.
County or something, I
Yeah,
don't know.
outside of Vegas, but in Vegas,
There's
why?
like a legit old school brothel
Yes.
you can go to and
Yep.
just like bang some girl
I mean, I'd.
or
Company
dude
trip?
or dude. But to answer your previous question, a Vegas residency doesn't mean anything. It just means a steady paycheck.
Yeah.
So for somebody who's like a little bit older or just tired of the touring lifestyle, because touring's stressful. Like you get to travel. It's exciting, but when you get older and you have a family and stuff, you don't want to travel that much. So
Yeah.
getting a Vegas residency is perfect. You get to get a house and you get to stay there and you fucking play like sold out shows every week. And you're playing a show a night. Like you can't. That's unsustainable on the road. But in Vegas, people are there to be entertained. So.
Yeah, or it means that the united forces of the world to contain Jeff Dunham to one shitty city has worked. I'm sorry,
very
Jeff.
true.
Jeff, if you're listening, which I 99.9% sure you're not.
Odds are just by yourself. You have to buy a ticket to a Jeff Dunham show. Go travel to Vegas.
All the way
and
to
see
Vegas
it.
by myself?
Yeah.
So in
You
term-
can't spend the night after the show. You have to drive back.
10.
10?
10.
1, 2, 3,
4.
6.
I almost said 6.
Oh.
All right, Ryan, what are the odds you have to go see Jeff? You have to go see 2 Jeff Dunham shows in a row.
100.
All right.
I don't want to do it.
3, 2, 1, 60.
44. Oh,
You're off the hook,
Jesus
man. You don't have to do
Christ.
it.
I have to cover my eyes because I'm afraid like I'll start reading his lips and say the number he's about to say and shit. So I have to cover my eyes while saying the number.
See the fucking Jeff Dunham show twice.
Have you ever been to the Burbank Airport, Bob Hope?
Yeah.
I've been around there. I haven't actually been.
It's like this old weird airport that they don't update ever, and like it's like the planes like come up to the fucking.
There's like a bunch of FedEx
where you're sitting.
like, planes and stuff
Yeah,
too.
and then you just like get up on a ladder and shit. Anyway, they have all these ads up that are like really old, and there's one for Jeff Dunham that they've never taken down.
Does it have
in, like,
peanut in it?
It's it's got all of his like famous bits, and it's either for like a DVD or the Vegas show or something, but it's always there every time I see it for the past like 4 years.
I'll still always remember his part in Delta Farce.
I didn't, he had a part in Delta Farce?
Yeah, he was the scared white American that was being bullied by the mean Mexicans.
Did he pull out his little like jalapeno?
Yeah,
puppet?
he was using jalapeno on a stick.
Like he really had him.
And and he was like
I was
kind of
fucking joking.
yeah, and like I think it's kind of referencing that he's kind of beat up, and they kind of, for me, like if I can remember correctly, it just seems like the Mexican cartel stole Jeff Dunham so he could do a stand-up bit in their shitty like bar.
Keep him.
That's what happens to Jeff Dunham in the movie.
If Jeff Dunham legitimately got kidnapped by the cartel, you know that there'd be like some like DEA, FBI operation and try to get him back because he's an American sweetheart. So if they stole him, there would have to be a legitimate FBI investigation to get Jeff Dunham
There's a
back.
fucking video, a ransom video, but he's using like Peanut to speak in it, or using his characters to speak.
And there's like the guys behind him with like loaded guns and shit.
That's some pre-Twitter shit, man. Like whenever some celebrity like caught fire or whatever, they had to like go do a movie where they like made fun of it or like made some sarcastic like whatever, man. That's just how I am.
They had to face the problem and be like, that's just me.
It's just how this is who I did. What the jokes I do. If you get offended, fuck you, man.
Oops. You guys caught up on Ted Cruz's Twitter?
Yeah.
Twitter drama?
Yeah.
Twitter drama. I like
He
to think
had
it's
a
like
fun
a
night.
Twitter
So
extravaganza.
He was like masturbating in that moment. 100%,
He had like
right?
what I'm imagining is happening is, it's late at night where he is on the East Coast. He gets up, he's like, I gotta go tug myself off, and he goes in the bathroom and he's watching his stuff and he accidentally likes it, and that's what happens.
Do you think he touched his wiener to it?
Yeah, definitely.
Like he was trying to touch like the girl's face in the video, and he was like, "Yeah,
Slapping it against the phone.
My giant penis looks awesome next to this tiny woman."
He's trying to figure out how this masturbation thing works.
How does this work? It's like
So what-
slapping it against his hand.
You just hear, it's not
It's like,
working.
doodly one like, doodly two likes.
His wife is scratching her head trying to figure it out with him. It's like, I don't know. How do you do it? We made kids.
She spits on it.
Spits on the screen.
I don't get it.
I just don't get it.
She starts sandwiching her phone in between his phone.
Liking it on her account too.
Yeah, makes a phone penis burger.
Ted Cruz has found himself in one sticky situation.
And I like to imagine the press conference the next day would just be him explaining the whole thing. No, you don't understand. See, I was trying to figure out how it worked. And I'd slap my penis several times on the screen.
My wife, you should have seen her. She was scratching her head. Poor thing. She took her phone and actually squished my penis in between my phone and her phone. Still didn't work. We tried a different porn on her phone than my phone.
I just don't get it. Don't understand it.
The funniest part is I was reading shit on Reddit about it, but people were saying that like that porn star he liked is famous for like mother-son stuff.
Oh God.
And apparently was that one like a mother-son?
Let's
porn?
not draw any conclusions.
But that's what
from
she's
that.
famous for, is mother-son stuff. I'm just saying.
Whatever. So what? Some people are into weird shit.
Just don't tag my history.
Yeah, just don't. I've actually accidentally liked back probably a few years, like 2 years ago, I think I accidentally liked a pornographic Instagram photo. And I was looking through and I didn't know there was this section where it's like, posts you've liked. And I was scrolling through just to look back memories. There's this one, like just 2 pictures straight of just the topless woman. I was like, whoops. so I know like some of my followers got the update, Ryan liked this. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, because you can
That's
just check what
interesting.
people like on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people saw that.
now.
I know, you can't even turn it off, as far as I know.
Fucking Twitter, man. Because I like artists and pinup girls, and a lot of the ones I like are like they're like topless or whatever. And then
Yeah.
that's gonna show up on fucking like
Because-
Michael Ian Black's feed.
It'll randomly
don't want
say
that.
like Egoraptor Jones liked, and it'll just show it like on my timeline. I don't even have to go see what you
Yeah.
liked. It'll just pop up and say what you liked. Like, I guess because it's suggesting that I like it too.
Yeah. So uncool.
Someone call Mark Zuckerberg up.
Well, you found a solution, Aaron. You're starting using a Hootsuite.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't change Twitter's.
Well, I mean, you're looking at Twitter less. So, like,
yeah.
seeing
I
that
don't
shit
browse
doesn't-
Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
Because I used to just like lose hours of my day.
That's what I do. Like, I'll
Looking at
go
Twitter.
home, lay on my bed, scroll through Twitter, scroll through YouTube, do other stuff, and then I'll like play a video game for 5 minutes.
Sniff panties?
Maybe.
I got him
You
one of
bought
those
me.
things from
You got me. Yeah.
I did in Japan. I bought him one of those used panties from a vending machine.
It has
Yeah.
a picture of a topless girl that comes with it. The girl
Signed?
that
She signed
yeah,
the
she
picture?
signs the picture and everything.
That's like it was like
Those are
500 yen.
mine. It's like some dude named Carl. It was
They just-
mine.
It's like they just rub it around on the ground. It looks a little dirty. Okay, there you go.
It smells like ground dirt.
That's hot, dude.
It smells like fucking Worcestershire sauce.
I can't say that word.
It is.
I used to have a British.
Worcestershire,
I had a British friend, and
Worcestershire?
his mom was like, "Oh, you can't say it," and I was like, "How do you say it?" And she was like, "Why?"
Yeah.
How do you say it? Is it
Worcestershire. I don't know. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
It's not said how it's spelled. It's said like
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire or something. It's
Worcestershire.
weird. I don't know how to say it.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Give me the steak sauce. That's not A1.
Give me the W one.
Give me A2.
You mean Worcestershire? Sure. Yeah.
Worcestershire?
That's the one.
We used to use that a lot when we went on camping trips. We used to like just have Worcestershire sauce and ground beef, and like that's what we'd make for like dinner. We'd make like a turtle or whatever with it.
What?
Which was like you make the ground beef in the shape of a turtle.
Oh. I used to drink that stuff straight, man.
You used to drink ground beef straight?
No.
gargle it,
Worcestershire
dude.
sauce.
Oh.
It's great. Like, put it on your toothbrush instead of water.
Brush your teeth with
Dude, it's a non-Newtonian fluid.
So what is a non-Newtonian fluid?
It's a fluid that changes its viscosity based on the shear rate.
What?
the shear rate?
So based on like the velocity of the object that's being imposed upon it, it'll change its
The force being enacted.
physical shape.
So something
yeah.
can sit on top of it, or if it's going fast enough, can like go inside of it. Is that like that?
It's the opposite.
Okay.
So if the faster something hits it, the more solid it is.
Oh, because it can. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
So if you just have like oobleck is the famous non-Newtonian fluid. So if you hold it in your hand, it'll just like goop out like liquid. But if you like punch it, it'll be solid.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Gotta play with some of that stuff.
There's like real life non-Newtonian fluids like toothpaste. That's why I mentioned it. Toothpaste is a non-Newtonian fluid.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
It's different. Yeah, based on the shear rate.
You ever just play with toothpaste, like just taking a tube and squeezed it all in your hand and just played with it?
Nope.
Well, I guess it makes one of us. When I was younger, like
Yeah, dude.
I had to be like probably 13 or something.
Tell me about your experiences so I could share mine.
I just took a tube of
That I
toothpaste
totally have.
and I was just like filling my hand with it and playing with it.
Dude, that's awesome.
Dude, same, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You pretty much explained it already for me, so I don't even have
That's
to
what I was doing too.
jump
Who
in.
didn't do that when they were a kid, right? Just get a
Who
tube of
didn't do
toothpaste
that
for
when they were
Christmas?
29?
I hated toothpaste when I was younger. I thought it felt weird. Like the texture of toothpaste was odd. It was like chalky.
Well, that's what
is.
it's supposed to be.
I know.
It's like
just-
polishing your
just-
teeth.
I hated that. Like I hated going to the dentist and then brushing my teeth, and then like they did the thing where it's like you can't rinse your mouth out with water. You have to just spit. You
Yeah,
know what
they
I mean?
told me that too.
When
They're
they
like,
clean,
don't-
like you can't rinse it out with water to spit out after they're done cleaning your teeth. You just have to dry spit.
I hate
and then
that.
you can't
I
like.
hate that.
I hate the fucking tube they put in your mouth. Okay, it feels like it's sucking your soul out of your body.
The last dentist I had a checkup probably like a few months ago, and he went to town with that scraping tool.
Oh,
like,
I hate it.
so much so where
Well, he was trying to get all this shit off your teeth.
Well, but this is like the only time where like in my head, like my eyes are like something's up right now. He's doing something a little different. He's putting a little more elbow grease into like he's just and right when like I thought he'd be done because it hurt like a motherfucker. Because he'd accidentally like clip my gums and shit. He'd just start
Do you
all over
floss?
again. No, that's why.
Well, there you
because
go.
my gums bleed easy.
Yeah.
If you floss,
They'll
for like
bleed. They
a week,
bleed
they'll
easy because you
stop.
don't floss.
I know, but like if I floss, they bleed easy.
When I for like 2 days. And then
No!
you're fine. It's true. Every day
I got those
went,
little picks with the like that
Yeah,
look like
I
a
got some
claw.
at 7-Eleven.
They
Yeah.
look like that.
Oh, flossers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Use
like
those.
every time I do it,
Like a mouthful of blood.
yeah.
Just do it every day. Look, I went to the dentist, every bi-yearly or whatever, biannually.
I was about to say bi-monthly.
No.
Jesus.
And then they'd always go in and they'd be like, you need to floss more, and I'm like, yeah. And then I always never flossed. And then one time they did it and they were like, you should floss more, and I was like, all right, fine, I will. And then I flossed for every day, and then I went to the dentist next, and they were like, you're great. And I was like, it's
Wait.
true what they say.
I'm gonna try that now for my next dentist appointment.
I
Yeah.
am too. I've been.
I'm gonna floss a
week.
week beforehand and see if they notice.
Yeah, they're just like little plaque buildup, but it's great. Did you floss? I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it shows.
I'm so lucky with my teeth because I'm not good with like dental hygiene in terms of like I'll brush like the typical 2 times a day, but I won't sit there for like 2 minutes like straight brushing my teeth. Like I'll probably brush them for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll use mouthwash. I'm like the mouthwash is taking care of the rest. And then but like each time I go to the dentist, no cavities, nothing. Even
Not
though
me.
like I went through this whole period where like ate like shit, my dental hygiene was horrible, still no cavities.
So me, on the other hand, I brush morning and night almost every single day. I don't miss it. I take good care of my teeth. I go to the dentist like, oh, you got 8 cavities. I'm like, what? How? Apparently it's genetics. Like it's part dental hygiene, but mainly it's just genetics because I had a friend and he drank like 3 Mountain Dews a day. And when I had all these cavities, it was because I was working in a fast food place, so I was drinking soda every day. And they're like, that's why you have cavities. And my friend drank like twice as soda as me, barely brushed his teeth, and like, oh, no cavities. So I guarantee next time I go back to the dentist, I'm gonna have cavities. But I had a dentist that was like, he was kind of condescending to me. I remember one time he was asking me if I floss, and I was like, he's like, you floss? I'm like, rarely. I don't really floss that much. And he's like, does mommy need to remind you? Does mommy put sunscreen on you too? And I was like,
oh my God.
What? Right.
This is mommy.
How old are you?
This was like 2 years ago.
You were a 19-year-old man.
And he was like, does mommy remind you to put sunblock on too? My mom was there too. And I was like, no. Fucking asshole.
Oh, man.
And after we got there, my mom was like, that was weird. It was a little condescending. He's like such a condescending dentist. I mean, he's a good dentist, just very condescending.
He's not a good dentist. Half of being a dentist is bedside manner.
Fuck, that's true. Like
Every dentist does the same fucking shit.
Every dentist that's good that does it isn't condescending.
I'm not saying anything about dentists. I'm just saying every dentist I've run into, their voice, it's like very calming, but it's like what I imagine a pedophile would sound like. It's like dentists and pedophiles have the same type of tone.
Now, I'm not saying all dentists are pedophiles.
It's just like, have you taken care of your teeth? Yeah. Oh,
well,
man,
probably because
those teeth look really good.
It's probably because it's like a grown man up in your face, up close to you. That's probably why it feels. It's like a soft man's
just
voice
trying to be
up
gentle.
close to you.
Yeah.
I can feel them breathe on me sometimes. Even through their mask, you can feel like the warmness of their breath.
And they're saying all that dentist bullshit. That's like labial bipolar.
Have you seen that? Have you seen the Louis? Have you seen the show?
Yes, that's. I was
The
thinking
dentist.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Such a good show. I love that show
Put
so
the banana
much.
in your mouth. Go on.
So like in that scene, in that world,
there you
like
go.
the dentist did put his dick inside of Louis' mouth 100%. I love that. I love that the guy's like Louis wakes up and the guy's just in a rush like, yeah, good, you're good.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Isn't there a moment in Seinfeld where the dentist like fucks on top of him?
What? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Bryan Cranston's the dentist, and he fucks on top of Jerry while he's unconscious of the dentist.
I
didn't make that up.
I thought
right?
that was in something else. If that's in Seinfeld, that would be
I
interesting.
swear that's in Seinfeld.
Maybe it was in like Seinfuck, like the Seinfeld parody, porn
Does that
parody.
exist?
I'm glad
Seinfeld?
that would be the name. Just sign fuck.
Yeah, they just don't want to get creative with it.
But then in parentheses it says a Seinfeld parody. Yeah. Just in case you didn't know.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Better suck this dick. Squeeze the cum out of it.
Those are some big breasts! I've never seen such big breasts!
Elaine, your breasts and nipples are very large.
What's the deal with your nipples?
Dum dum.
You can tell they didn't cast me correctly because I'm circumcised!
Hey, Jerry.
Starts
Kramer.
Kramer.
Creamer.
Kramer?
Creamer.
George loses virginity in front of all of them.
This is every episode of Seinfeld, all right? This is every episode of Seinfeld, right?
I've never
Here
seen an episode of Seinfeld.
You've never seen
great, dude.
Seinfeld?
No.
All right,
Fucking
here's
love Seinfeld.
here's every episode of Seinfeld, and you can quote me on this, and you can watch, and you'll be like, he was totally right.
Okay.
Here's every episode of Seinfeld, all right? Seinfeld's like in his house or whatever, and then George comes in, he's like, Jerry, he smig-bobbed me. And he's like, what did he smig-bob you? He smig-bob. What did he smig-bob? He smig-bobbed me. I don't know. What's a smig-bob? And then Elaine comes in and she's like, and she's like, hey guys, what's it going? He's like, he smig-bobbed me. It's like, oh, well, you can't get smig-bobbed. You don't want to get smig-bobbed. But he smig-bobbed
And is
him.
Jerry
He
like,
did.
what are you talking about?
He did. He smig-bobbed. That's a bad thing. You don't want to get smig-bobbed. That's not a big deal to get smig-bobbed. It is a big deal to get smig-bobbed. And then Kramer comes in and he's like, hey, Jerry. And then they're like, I got smig-bobbed, Kramer. And he's like, oh, you don't want to get smig-bobbed. And he's like, I told you don't want to get smig-bobbed. It's not a big deal. Let's just, look, I'll go out and get smig-bobbed right now. And then we get smig-bobbed. That's every episode of Seinfeld.
Never heard a more accurate representation of an episode of Seinfeld. Holy shit. Have you practiced that? No. That is to a T. That's Seinfeld. That is it.
That is every episode of Seinfeld. So go watch Seinfeld and you'll be like, oh, that's fucking...
All you need is like
right.
a
All I will
establish-
picture like is just you dubbing over everything that they're saying.
mix in some establishing shots of like a New York high-rise with a bass line. And then
Hey, smack mob me!
Jerry!
Well, you don't want to get smack mobbed.
I actually saw that Jerry Seinfeld is in talks to make a new show with NBC.
What?
A show about nothing, which is what Seinfeld was advertised as. Maybe they're bringing back Seinfeld for
Was
the new
it
generation.
advertised as it? I feel like it was like many seasons in before they...
It's like known as the show about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably pulled that one out later, though.
Can't wait till the fucking nerd writer thing about like... Seinfeld is a show about nothing, but is it really?
About nothing. See, Jerry lives in a house. That house, we all live in a house. I use the bathroom 2 times a week. Seinfeld. Nerd writer. Good job, nerd writer.
Family. Family really is the key, integral point of Seinfeld.
Sounds like Vsauce. Hey, Michael, Vsauce here.
Haven't we all been schmidbob at some point?
But truly what he is saying is that nothing is everything. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. You can go check out Squarespace.
Check out Squarespace.
My sponsor, yeah. Can't do the show without him.
So doesn't Vsauce have his own Bill Nye-esque show or Mythbusters-esque show where it's like a
On YouTube
science
Red, yeah. He's got
thing?
some science show.
Who?
Yeah.
Bill Nye?
Vsauce.
Jesus.
Same thing.
I like zoned out and just pieced together words like one of those fucking where you put the square in the circle. You have to match the square with the square. I just got a bunch of the shapes and I was like, fuck, where do they
Bill
go?
Nye Vsauce?
Vsauce has his own show.
Vsauce is like the Bill Nye of this generation.
Who's Vsauce? Oh, he's the guy who shows up.
It's the bald
like,
guy.
Hey.
He just pops up into the frame.
He's the guy who sings My Sex Junk. Goes, oh.
Is that true?
No.
Do you remember that on Bill Nye's new show? The My Sex Junk
Oh,
song they
Rachel
did?
Bloom, yeah.
Yeah.
She did Princess Peach in Luigi's Ballad on Starbomb.
Did she?
Really?
That was her?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Was that really her?
Yeah. She's from Crazy
Because she was
Ex-Girlfriend.
rapping in that, but she can actually sing.
That was funny. I did an event where we were going as Starbomb, and then like it was all like, oh, it's like what an honor to do this event as Starbomb, right? And then like in the email chain, he was like, hey, just checked out your music videos. Could you instead get like Rachel Bloom? Could you get us in contact with Rachel Bloom? And I was like, man, I was so excited to do the Starbomb thing. It was fucking
Wait, who emailed you?
the guy who was organizing the event
Oh.
to get like Starbomb on, and then he was more interested in Rachel Bloom.
Wait a second, Arin.
Huh.
Are you doing a live show today?
Mhm.
Tonight?
Yeah.
It's already passed, but I hope it went well, Aaron.
I do too. I am incredibly nervous about it.
Why are you nervous specifically about this? Because usually when I talk to you about shows, you're kind of like, oh, I've kind of...
You're jazzed, man.
Yeah, you're like jazz. You're like, I've done this before. It's like, it's kind of easy for me now because I kind of like, you've gotten used to not being nervous on stage
Well,
and
that's
stuff.
exactly why I haven't done this format before.
What's different about this format? If
We're changing it up. I don't like to give too much away, but it's a different show. It's a show that
I'm legitimately interested, so we could like cut this part out and you could tell me right now. Because we could cut
I'll
it
tell
out.
you afterwards.
Okay.
But it's a show where like the current show that we do, it's a good show, but we can't go to the same city with it.
You've already done it, yeah.
Yeah, because once you see it, you sort of get it, and then you get all the beats, and then you're like, oh, okay. And it's still fun. Like if you go a second time, there's like improv-y little bits and stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's the same format. But this new format is more of a format and less of a show. So we could theoretically like come up with new bits and stuff and plug it into this format.
Yeah.
And then tour it around. So I think it'll be much more efficient. It'll probably be easier in the long run to do. And more interesting, but we just haven't done it yet, and we haven't done a lot of like prep work. That's sort of the point of these shows. They're small shows with a lot of people in, or not a lot of people. So we can just go up and basically like if we fucking completely fuck up, we're just like, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're like
that.
really cheap tickets, and yeah. So
Have a guy on the soundboard that just goes boom.
boom, boom,
Bring out Seinfeld.
Jerry.
So how about those guys?
I love the Game Grumps.
I love him so much. Where's my cash?
Where's my $3 billion? Get him on Guest Grumps, man.
Dude, I would love to get Jerry Seinfeld on Guest Grumps. He'd be like, "What is this? I don't care."
So he's like one of those that like is he? No, Larry David's more cynical, or does Seinfeld kind of have the same mindset as Larry David when it comes to like stuff? Like I feel like he's like, so you watch people play video games?
I think Larry David's
I remember
more
when you were the ones doing the playing. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't really know who Jerry Seinfeld is.
Who is Jerry Seinfeld?
He sort of plugs into the persona even when he's doing, like interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
He says, I'm the clean comic Jerry Seinfeld. I'm clean.
He is the clean man. That's what he's known as. Louis
Watch
C.K. said that in
That's
an
what they
interview.
call him?
No.
The clean man?
No, I wish.
Mr. Clean. Jerry Seinfeld and Mr. Clean are the same person.
Is that like Larry the Cable Guy, but for Seinfeld?
Yes.
It's the clean man.
I actually like...
Come see the clean man.
Larry the Cable Guy is so much nostalgia for me. Because like when I was younger, I watched his stand-up specials.
And were you like,
Yeah. And then he turned out to be a Mater.
Tom Mater.
You got it right.
Okay. I always call him Maynard.
It says Maynard, like Maynerd.
Like from Tool?
Yeah.
Man, but like, I almost said
Mater.
I almost said Jerry the Cable Guy. Imagine Seinfeld.
What's the
Larry
deal with my underwear? It's got holes in it.
The time you were impersonating
Easier
Larry
to
the
make it
Cable
dirty.
Guy, you did it perfectly. You're like, I left a couple floaters in the toilet. My wife saw them.
And she was like, why don't you leave more for me?
I have so much respect
Make it dirty.
for him now, knowing that like most of that was an act.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't
Did you
have
see
the
his
accent.
first
But, like-
personality? Where he was like a New Yorker?
Yeah. Because
Really?
like he loves
First
doing
persona? Yeah.
doing voices.
Yeah.
Like, he's really good at voices and stuff.
That was just one of his characters that like really took off. So he just like adopted it.
But like I had something better in mind in my head. I was like, that would be so cool if he was like this super intellectual that was like making fun of like redneck culture all along. But he's still kind of like a very rural type of guy.
Isn't he from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
He's from Wisconsin, right?
From Wisconsin.
He has a lot of friends that are like country, so he talks. So like he likes making fun of them, and that's how he got the voice. And shit.
I like saying I'm from Wisconsin because well, that's where all the cheese is made. And in my house, if you cut the cheese, you're the funny man. I don't care who you are. That's funny. I don't care where you're from. That's funny.
I want to go to a
There's little fat boys throwing their bras on stage.
Just fucking scream like the woman in the background of Roller Coaster of Love.
I want to fucking go to a Larry the Cable Guy show and just every time he tells a joke.
Just bring like an open cup of something and then just fucking shake it around and just
like
hits everyone.
crack open a can of baked beans. Just
Has a major prank ever been like done to a celebrity before? Like
Punk,
no,
dude.
No, but, like, I mean like on a wide scale. Like picture like George Lopez, like filling an audience of people with just white men in business suits, and George Lopez comes out and just sees it, and like everyone's just staring at him and not laughing the whole bit. For an hour straight, he's just telling like jokes, like Mexican jokes and stuff.
But it's
just white men in business suits. Just
I don't get it.
yeah, like the ones in the back.
get it.
Ones in the back, just like and
Yeah, good one.
I'm white. Dude, like whenever he goes, so Mexicans are different than white people. Oh, I'm one of those.
Yeah, how are they different?
Oh, that's gross.
Enlighten me. I bet comedians like those guys though, they're such pros and they've been doing it for so long. Like I bet they have like bits that if that happened, he'd be like, oh, okay, I got to do my white bits now.
I've heard of like comedians having bits for hecklers, but I don't like. Do you think they go a step further in their mind? It's like, just in case, arbitrarily, the audience is filled with white men in business suits. I have this specific joke to lay out for them.
Well, I think they could probably. I think really good comedians that can work on their feet. I
Because
think
they're off the cuff, witty, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because like, I feel like you don't forget bits. Maybe some people do, but like, if you go out into an audience and like certain bits aren't hitting, then you're like, all right, well, we'll try these ones then. You know. And then it's like, oh, they like the ones about growing up in America or some shit. Like, I'll go with those.
That's why a lot of comedians that like have a set bit kind of sometimes get in trouble. Because because like before, like this is during the testing phase of their stuff, I guess. Like they'll test a whole run of like an hour of like their bit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, I'm dedicated to this joke, but they're not going, and I still have to go, and I don't have any other jokes to kind of place, like to put in place of the ones that aren't working.
Right.
So I've seen a lot of comedians bomb like on YouTube.
There used to be a
and stuff.
subreddit I used to go on, and I'd watch it, and then I'm like, why am I watching this? This is making me so anxious.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, a part of me is like, I'll look at like a famous comedian and they'll say something and I'll be like, a large part of this laugh is because that person's famous. Like sometimes like, yeah, like a lot of the famous comedians, they are funny and that's how they got to where they are. But like a part of me does feel like their fame plays a part in the laugh. Like if a guy at some like, what is it, comedy junk cellar place, whatever it's called.
Comedy junk.
Yeah, if like they did some of the same
Come on
jokes-
down to Comedy Junk Cellar. I'm going to be doing some new material about dirty in the toilet.
Yes! I just thought of a genius joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Genius.
Do you guys think I can...
Self-proclaimed genius
Yep.
joke.
Okay,
Listen.
let's listen to this.
I'm gonna do a stand-up run at like a... Okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until there's like a weightlifting convention
Is
in
this
town.
the bit? You just
No.
never get to the bit?
There's like a bodybuilding convention in Los Angeles.
Uh-huh.
I call up, I'm like, hey, I'm a professional YouTuber / stand-up comedian. Can I maybe come do a thing? And they're like, yeah, sure. So I come to this bodybuilding convention as like the guest of honor, and it's a room full of bodybuilders.
I think I know where this is going.
I walk on stage and I tell a joke that just doesn't land, and I go, tough crowd.
Because they're tough and big.
They're all big and tough.
Oh,
And they give me a standing ovation. I walk off stage.
that's cool.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Aaron,
I think
what
you
have you
should
been
do
up
that.
to lately, dude?
Ah, man.
No, but that was a good joke, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll work.
I
on
was thinking you were like, all right, so I got a nice set for you tonight, and then you just do like a set of push-ups.
Dude!
Yeah.
Dude, high five.
Yeah, man.
Aaron,
That was,
holy
was that-
fucking
that was,
shit.
That was pretty funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, Matt?
Thanks.
I mean,
Matt?
I thought mine was a little. If I'm being honest, I think mine was a little bit better. But
Well, that's really,
That's like subjective.
yeah, I mean, you can't really like,
Like
weigh
humor's subjective.
no, it's
humor with it.
humor's objective. So I'm pretty sure what I said was, it was original. And it was funny.
I don't think that's true. I think it's very subjective. I
God,
think
that's one of my least favorite things in the world. When like people are like, like, but like they're legitimate about it. Like it's like the moment you hear that, you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get it, I get
Yeah.
it, I get it.
And I know it's a meme, but like fucking whenever somebody's like, actually, I've been trying to work that out of my vernacular. Just actually, it's just such a fucking
As a matter of fact,
not even when you're saying it as like when somebody's like, that was actually really good. 'Cause you're implying like, I thought it was gonna be shit.
Yeah.
oh my god, I never thought of it. I feel like
Yeah.
I've been insulting people
'Cause-
unwittingly my whole life.
Yeah, right. Like
One of the only times like I'll do is when I'm doing it sarcastically,
Yeah.
like a bit, because like he'll say something, then like I'll just be like, I don't know. Like it's such an obvious way of telling someone you're is fucking stupid. So.
yeah.
I think I went southern with the word ideas there.
Ideas.
I said ideas.
Ideas.
I don't know why that comes out. I don't have a southern accent.
A little bit. You got a
Yeah,
little
you-
bit.
Do
of
I have a
it.
little bit of a southern
A
accent?
little bit,
Like
yeah.
where is it located? Is it just because I say y'all sometimes? Is it
No,
just
say
in the
y'all.
It's
dialect?
in your. It's like in your actual voice. You have a little bit of a twang.
A little bit of a twang.
Southern.
Southern.
Enough. It's not like a southern accent. I'd say you got like a 5% twang.
You should read that paragraph. There's like a dialect studies that some college is doing, and they have a website where they've recorded like thousands of people across the world, and they read this paragraph, and the paragraph has almost, if not every, way you can say things in the English language.
Yeah.
It's just like some nonsense paragraph, like my mom went down and got some thick snow peas, and but like if you say that in an accent, you can analyze the accent because it has everything you could possibly say in the English language. So you should do that. You should read that paragraph and then like send it to a dialect specialist, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's got a southern accent."
Oh, that's a stupid accent you got there, Ryan.
I used to do that when I was like when I was really aggressive about like making new voices and stuff. I used to go to people with interesting voices and be like, "Can you say this?" And then I'll record it. And they're like, "Cool."
So like people with like accents that you'd want to like kind of get into.
Yeah.
So you
Like
can
did you
do it?
did you do that for what's the character's name? It's Cyanide and Happiness.
Oh, Ted Bear.
Ted Bear.
No, that
You just 100% just
that was all Ross. Like
you-
just hanging around Ross.
yeah. Were you Ted Bear from like the very first?
Yeah, which is awful. I mean, not the cartoon's funny, but
Yeah.
my voice is awful in it. And then Ted Bear 2 is like way better.
I can't do Australian, but it's like one of the few accents that I just cannot do.
It always like goes into a British accent.
Always. like if someone gives me a sentence with an Australian accent, maybe I can repeat it, but like off the top of my head, he's like Australian. Like I just can't do it.
Australian.
I mean, I can't really either.
Australian.
And the thing is, if it's
G'day,
like,
mate.
yeah, because that's very like Steve Irwin, like, today we're gonna go and we're gonna ride on this crook. It's gonna be great. Like that's like a
him.
very
He's
yeah.
like he's my favorite.
But like real
Alright,
Australians, just there's how you going, mate? What you doing, mate? What you doing? How you going?
I'll
They
work
they
on
always
it.
go up at the end.
How you going?
Oh, that's a great
I
big Bobby.
actually I read that
Uh-oh.
I read something.
Ooh,
I read
scary.
that babies
Spot
like
runs.
like newborn
I read that. I read it.
babies have accents, like newborn babies. Like
What?
German babies, their cries will end with a lower pitch, like going down, and then French babies will end with it going up. Apparently, babies can pick up like the tones of accents in the womb or something. So then,
Whoa.
that's what I read.
When a baby comes out, it could be like, cry.
You're gonna spank me.
That was a real slimy situation, mate.
You know you can do a
Sounded like a wooden clog hitting the floor.
If I had a diaper,
Oh
I'd
my
just be shit. That does smell odd.
get up
That is an odd smell. Aaron, I'm sorry if it goes over to
It's
you.
okay. I've done it to so many people in this office. If you there it is. No,
Well, describe it, Aaron.
it's
more of a diaper-y smell.
it's like sausagey almost.
I had coffee and then I had a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit this morning.
There you go.
regular. Like that one's not like what it normally smells.
I imagine a half-cooked sausage that just got left in the pan. So it's like sausage juice and half-cooked sausage that got cold. And then like 3 hours later, you walked into the kitchen and you smell it and you're like, you making
it.
sausages?
That's totally it.
Yeah. You know you can make a perfect baby cry if you just do it through cotton.
Yeah. Try that.
You can already go so high pitched.
It's fucking weird.
If I keep practicing that, I can get a perfect one.
You gotta be like,
Can you do it?
Wait, can you do it again?
what?
Aaron?
Yeah. Here.
Do the baby.
Fucking cut that out now. Can't keep that in.
You can't keep it in. What are you talking about?
I'll keep it in then. I'll keep it in.
That's what babies sound like.
Can the rest of the podcast just be baby cry? No, did you hear what he was doing?
What were you doing?
Oh, because he was going. That's why he said we can't keep it in.
I didn't hear that part.
And you're like, why can't you keep it in?
It's just a baby noise. Jeez.
I'll beep out what Ryan did so we can keep the rest of it.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm glad that you didn't notice.
And I just ran with, what's wrong with what happened? It's natural. It's beautiful.
That's what babies do.
God damn.
Most of your patterns are set before you're 1 year old.
No, I'd prove it.
That must be why I'm so damn funny. Guys, you wanna quickly jump on this here segue I've turned on?
Yes. Oh,
Get on my
jump
back, guys.
Aaron.
Get on my back.
Aaron,
Whoa,
jump
whoa,
on.
dude.
Oh,
This is really
holy shit,
fast.
This is faster than I'm used
Yeah.
to. Stop!
That was a good segue.
Yeah, man. That's how we segue things in this podcast.
One of
When
the
you
best.
change topics,
one
we
of
just
the best I've ever.
Where have we
Get on segue.
where we're dropped off? Where we dropped off, bro?
Where did the segue take us?
let's get back on the segue, ride a little longer, see if we can come to a good stop.
No, I don't want to get back on the Segway.
Yeah,
man.
it's scary. It's got bad balance. Oh, jeez.
Oh, now we're here.
Here we go.
Okay, so where'd the Segway and where are we now?
Is the story of Jonah and the whale Vor?
Yes. isn't it?
See, I don't get. Everything's a fetish if you fetishize it. So like, it's just now that suddenly a bunch of people agreed that this was you can't do jokes, you can't do stories about some cartoon character eating another cartoon character, which has happened a million times and is probably why this fetish exists.
It happens in
because
Pinocchio,
people as
it
kids
happens
saw
in
it.
Joan and the Whale.
Yeah, it does.
It's like
It happens in the Magic School Bus.
like
when they go inside of Arthur.
It's like some microvore.
did furries
Arnold.
did furries exist like pre-70s, like before like cartoons with like anthropomorphic cats and dogs and shit?
I want a documentary, like a hardcore, in-depth documentary of history of furries, start to finish, that gets into the mind of a furry, that gets in there, and it just runs through the whole thing, and I get a better understanding of furries.
Yeah, because I got nothing against furries, but I feel like that's where it comes from. Is like fucking Babs and shit.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. The girlfriend in a Goofy movie.
Goofy movie, yeah. I think we talked about this last time I was
last time you were on the podcast.
Can we please talk about the girlfriend in the Goofy movie?
Did she have some Y cleave?
What does that mean?
It's every like cartoon cleavage is in the shape of a Y usually.
Because they have like big fat boobies.
Oh, yeah.
So like, did they have that Y cleave in there?
When I was in middle school, I discovered how to like make the naked woman with like the keyboard, where it'd be like open parenthesis, lowercase o, close parenthesis, open parenthesis,
Y.
lowercase. Oh yeah, you could do a Y in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you'd go down a line, and you would do like another parenthesis and a Y.
Well,
you get the point.
strictly in the middle, there's usually either the Y cleave or the parenthecleave, which is just the line bent a little bit.
My favorite simple ASCII is just Homer Simpson's face.
How do you do that?
Oh, it's so easy, dude. Here, let me load up
Here.
a notepad thing for
Real
you.
quick, let me make this naked woman with a. Give me a second.
Yeah.
You're making a naked.
You're gonna add visuals to this.
Yeah, I'll put it on screen so everyone can see.
So the Homer Simpson is parentheses underscore and then 8
Hold on. I want to make sure I save this. Parentheses
and then
underscore.
That's not what a woman looks like. That's like some fucking weird Orwellian like dystopian future woman.
Parentheses underscore 8.
Okay, and then to the power of
To the power of.
symbol the caret.
Yeah, carrot.
Where's the carrot?
And then
What's
another
this? Oh, got it.
parentheses, and then straight line, and then close parentheses. And then you have Homer Simpson.
Wait, like this?
Oh, here. Marge. Marge. I'm asking. Marge. Help me, Marge.
It looks like some fucking weird. Like that's what he would look like if it was some weird painting.
Oh, if it was like a Picasso
Yeah,
painting of
yeah.
a Homer.
I fucked mine up real bad.
I'm high art, Marge. What do I do?
Marge, I'm modern art.
Send help. Go.
You did it so. There's a Game Grumps episode.
It's the Green Demon Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
You're playing it. You didn't even realize it at the time, but you did the perfect Homer scream.
When I actually legitimately scream at something, I do fucking Homer
was
scream
a-
perfectly.
It was a real scream. And you ever dropped an ice cream cone? Shit is the most heartbreaking feeling that you can encounter in a human life.
Yeah. No, you know what the worst was?
What?
I was really they had just introduced Taco Bell breakfasts. I went and I got an AM Crunchwrap.
Oh, I remember those, man.
It's fucking delicious.
Yeah, it was good.
And I was like really hungry and I was like, that's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell and I'm gonna get an AM Crunchwrap. And I went and I got it and I drove home and I got out of the car and I fucking like slipped and the AM Crunchwrap like fell out of the packaging onto just the concrete, like the open AM Crunchwrap. And I just looked at it and I was like, fuck this. And I just picked it up and started eating it.
There's sometimes you just gotta like admit your loss and just go with it.
Well, because I was so looking forward to it. It was like
No.
this journey that I went on to get it.
I'm a pretty gross person. Like dropping food on the ground doesn't bother me at all. Like if I dropped it, I'm like fuck it.
Even on the outside, dirty concrete.
I'll do it and wipe it off. Yeah.
If it's somewhere where a lot of people walk, it bothers me, like a hallway, like in a public place or a restaurant. The only thing that really bothers me when it's on food is hair. Like if I drop it on the ground and pick it up and it has hair on it, then I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably my one.
You can always
sign.
feel the hair. Because if it's crunchy, it's like, no, it's just
wipe the dirt off. But if it's hair, that's another story.
Then you're like,
I also hate eating sandwiches on the beach because there's no matter what, I'll put it in a plastic bag and then I'll just take it out. I have not gone in the ocean or anything. Yeah, and then I'll like start eating it and then always just crunch because the sand gets in the sandwich for no fucking reason.
You're eating glass, dude.
Eat glass?
Like you're eating glass.
Sand's not glass.
Sand is glass.
It's rocks. It's glass when lightning hits it.
Matt?
It's proto-glass.
Proto-glass.
Sorry. All right. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it
More like
goes sand glass, Google glass.
More like proto-ass, am I right? Am I right, guys?
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Am I right?
Give me a high five.
That's pretty funny.
Thanks.
If lightning hits sand hard enough, it turns into Google glass. Stop kissing my hand. It's arousing me. Stop.
Hey, have you guys ever used Google Glass?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Really?
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
It's cool.
God, I really want to try it.
Is it useful? No.
Do you think like technology like that will become like
Yes.
super popular
I do.
at one point? Just
But-
wearing glass, like instead of like people always looking at their phones, you'll just see people always wearing glasses.
Yes. But I do think that technology is going to get like installed. I think we're going to be cyborgs at some point.
Like we're gonna have a chip inside of us.
Yeah, like you'll just have an
Like a
eye.
contact lens.
Yeah. That'll do all that shit.
All the liberals will be robots.
What the
They already are.
Well, so there's a lot like wearable tech is they try to keep it feels so limited because the moment that you step outside like wearing a watch, then people get nervous. There was a guy who got a cybernetic eye installed. I don't remember where this was or when this was. It was somewhat recently. And like he was sort of the talk of the town, and then when he would walk into bars, like they would just beat him up because they were like, "Stop recording me," you know.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
And it's still to
it's
this
because they're
day.
like tiny pea brains can't comprehend.
Yeah. And still, I mean, people don't really wear it much anymore, in large part because of this. But like, if you wear Google Glass around, like people will get uncomfortable and they'll like.
It's like, are you recording me?
Yeah, exactly.
I can see why people would get like because there are. I mean, I could see people using Google Glass in many different ways.
Yeah.
There's got to be Google Glass porn, right? Hold up.
The resolution on Google Glass is pretty shit.
Well, I'm looking it up anyways.
While you're looking that up, I thought about this the other night when I was laying in bed. How much of my life is documented on camera? Like security cameras? Like think about how many times a day you're on some camera. Like traffic cam, security cam outside a building that you go by.
Yeah.
Place you're inside. It's like so much of your life.
If you're in London, it's like your whole life.
Yeah. It gets erased eventually, but it's like my entire high school career was on camera because every room in my school had a camera going 24/7. So it's weird to think that like my entire high school career is completely on camera.
Especially
everything I did.
Especially when you were jerking it, dude.
I didn't jerk in school.
Yeah? No? The hell is going? What are you showing me?
This is Google Glass porn, and like it keeps popping up with shit while they're having sex.
It's a man and a woman, and they're both wearing Google glasses, and they're asking him to define naughty words. He's saying Google Glass, take a picture, detecting shoes, scan.
Wow. Jesus.
Dude,
That's actually like this is actually a cool idea for a porn. Like I'm glad that they went the extra mile and started like trying to define words and like taking a picture of her high heels and like where can I buy this? I like this shoe. Like it's like a commercial if it was porn. Like it's great. Like it could have been lazy and just been like two people fucking each other from different POVs and switching back and forth. But they made it something. And I have to commend them for that.
Comedic porn. Aaron, have you ever considered throwing out all the capture equipment with Game Grumps and just sitting on the couch with Google Glass and using that to record the screen?
That's a great idea.
Just the
That's like early YouTube Let's Plays. Like nobody had a capture card. They just stuck a camera on
blown
the
out
thing.
CRT TV.
I love like I had to use those walkthroughs so much where
Yeah.
like people would film their
filming their-
fucking TV and it's like
Okay, so here we are at Glendale Ca.
Now, the rocket jump will hurt you a little bit, but if you jump at the right time, it won't. You'll get higher, and so when you get into, you can find the skull, and then you can get the Hayabusa armor.
And he doesn't like. And they're not watching the thing, so like something will happen on screen and like the brightness will adjust and it'll just like look shit for like 10 minutes and then they'll be like,
Oh, sorry, just gonna readjust and
and then it just cuts.
I used to actually upload those videos I'm not kidding. I had a flip cam and I'd film the TV and like me playing stuff and I'd upload clips to it. They're all off YouTube by now, but oh man, those were the days. What else?
Where can we find them?
I found a video called For My Roblox GF, and it's this little kid. He's got to be like probably 8 years old, and he's talking to a camera in a dark room, and he's whispering because he doesn't want his parents to hear. He's like, and he doesn't get a single concise word out of him the whole video. And then that's it. It's just called For My Roblox GF.
Wow.
Sweet.
My first Let's Play was it was filmed on a camera, and it was when I was playing my Vectrex.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I saw. It was actually one of the first Let's Plays I saw was a dude with the fucking thing on his camera, and he was just playing Smash. He lived in Japan. Oh man, I forgot his name. He gave Japanese lessons, but he was in his fucking lessons were hilarious and they were very helpful. But he just like swears the whole time. Like he's just like, "Welcome back to the fucking Japanese lesson. Konnichiwa, bitch." But he was just playing Smash, and he was like, "Fucking loud motherfuckers." Like he was just, and so I was like trying to like mimic that. and I was like playing Vectrex. I was like, "This sucks."
You still have a Vectrex, right?
Vectrex bullshit. Yeah, it like broke.
Yeah, I saw you fiddling with it.
Somebody was in the office and they were like, "Dude, we have Vectrex." He's like, "Neat." And I turned it on and it was like broken. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
R.I.P. man.
Gotta get a new Vectrex.
I'm sorry.
Gotta get a new one, man.
Vectrex was the first on-screen drawing tablet.
Yeah, I knew that.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like 79
There's that
or something.
isn't there like a tutorial video of like an old man?
Oh yeah, Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, Mr. Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like showing how to use it.
It's like, check this
I've
out.
seen
Now
that.
if you press it to the screen, it's horrible, but it's amazing that it's like you can touch the screen and it draws.
That's something else, man.
I mean, come on.
Does anybody else remember? Does anybody else remember DS chat?
PictoChat?
PictoChat.
The chat.
Fuck, dude.
Do you remember when you used to scribble in with the pen on the chat thing all the way, so it'd be just a
Black, yes.
a black rectangle? Do you remember? And you use the eraser to draw. Yeah. You use the eraser to do it's like a negative image. That's good. A negative what? A negative image. Ooh.
Larry the Cable Guy be like, "Oh no, that PictoChat."
Now, my children are so plugged into technology. When we're at the dinner table, not say pass the salt, they pass the TV remote.
So Larry, that's not even a joke.
But like the crowd is going wild.
Oh, my kid do that too. My kid do that. I take a moment when you mow the lawn and the grass is too large that you can't see your own dog.
Would you
How do you explain that to your kids?
would you do a guest grumps with Larry the Cable Guy?
Yeah.
I would love to have him on the SuperMegaCast.
Oh man, I would.
How hard would that be? Really hard. He's a fucking millionaire.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's his net worth? Like 30 million?
It's a lot.
Well, I mean, you got to think he's just like Tim Allen. He doesn't really have to do much anymore because he's associated. Like Tim Allen's associated with a very popular character, Buzz Lightyear, and now he's a part of a very big franchise, which is Cars, which sells a lot of merchandise.
I
and uses
forgot
his
he's
voice
Cars.
a lot.
Yeah.
So he makes a lot of money probably from doing like a bunch of Cars voice acting
You
stuff.
know, I'll tell you what. If you did it, I bet it was like a one-off thing too.
Look at better when he whispers.
Hey, excuse me. Do you know where?
Speak up.
I'm sorry. I've got a sore throat. Can you tell me where the bathroom is? I gotta take a doo-doo.
He's like on stage asking. Everyone's just silent. Like crickets in the audience.
What's that catchphrase the other guy, Bill Engvall, has? What's his catchphrase?
Catchphrase.
Bill Engvall, the signs.
No. Like they each have their own thing. No, they each have like Larry the Cable Guy. So stupid. That was so dumb.
Why is it that funny?
It's
It's not that funny.
Bill Engvall, the science.
It's not that funny.
Bill Engvall, the science Engvall.
Okay, what were you saying,
anyway.
Ryan?
It was like Larry the Cable Guy has Get Her Done, and
Yeah.
then Jeff Foxworthy has.
You might be a redneck.
Yeah, but Bill Engvall has something. I can't remember what it was.
Who is Bill Engvall?
He's another
the
one of
other
the blue
one.
collar comedy tour
The other
guys.
Who's the guy that always has the glass of scotch and the cigar, and he wears a suit?
Ron White.
Ron White.
Yeah, he's the funny one. He's the one that actually has funny jokes.
Because he's depressed as
Yeah.
shit.
Looks like he goes to kill himself every time he's on stage.
He has the bit about how like everyone's a little bit gay.
Yeah.
Where it's like you don't want to watch porn. If the guy, it's like, well, when you watch porn, do you want to see some guy's flaccid, no tiny penis? Like, no, I want to see a big hard erect cock. I'll rest my case.
It's here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
Here's your
That's his
sign.
catchphrase. 'Cause
Here's your
They
sign.
all have a catchphrase.
And he pulls out a stop sign, and the audience goes wild.
They go, whoa, wah, ha, 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 that's a stop sign.
Here's your sign. You might be a redneck.
You might be a redneck.
When you say get her done. It's just
If
a
you're
fucking-
buying tickets to go see Jeff Foxworthy, you might be a redneck.
Do you think like do you think like if like a meteor or like aliens showed up, the blue collar comedy tour guys could like combine like a big like a megazord, and they would just like be like, get her done, this is your sign, you know, and then they would.
I would love for them to be a team in the next Pacific Rim movie. Like you just see them off camera working together, like in a big robot.
like the Deep South American team. We're gonna get her done. I'll tell you what.
They have a big fucking Confederate flag painted on their
I was about to
robot.
say that, like a massive Jaeger with the Confederate flag on the back.
We don't. We need to. We'll call them when we really need them.
Fuck, we really need them.
Their special weapon is like this, like super is like a, you know, what's that stuff that the Terminator's made out of? The liquid shit.
Liquid metal.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what that stuff is?
Yeah. Terminator
Like he-
2.
Yeah, where he like turns into
Yeah, it's
like,
just liquid metal.
little knives and shit.
Yeah.
They have that. That's all. That's all I want. I just want them to have it. I just think it would look.
And
cool.
it runs on a Ford engine. All American, I'll tell you what.
They always have to fuel up at like an Exxon gas station or 76.
Diesel only. I don't want any of that unleaded bullshit.
See, they kill a kaiju. It's like, must have been a Chevy. That's my fucking favorite memes.
Shitty
Like,
Chevy engine, I'll tell you what.
there's seriously an untapped gold mine of these like small Facebook groups that rednecks use, where it's just loaded with like Ford and Chevy memes. Where it's like most of it's like memes against Chevy. It'll have like it'll show like a box of tampons on a shelf, and then be like, comes free with a Chevy. It's like they're terrible memes, but they're really funny. I want to bring those more to the public eye so people can experience them.
Well, you can't write a country song without mentioning Ford or Chevy.
I know.
Even my favorite country song has a Chevy reference.
Can't write a Starbomb song without mentioning Ford or Chevy. Can you
Yes,
start putting
well,
that in every Starbomb song?
It's because we're sponsored.
I thought it was just because you loved
do you think
all-American trucks.
How do you think we keep the fucking lights on in here?
Chevy sponsorship
Yeah.
for Starbomb.
And then Luigi fucked Peach by Chevy cars.
In the back of his Chevy. Just make a Starbomb song all about Chevys.
You should just get it out of the way and just yell the word Ford out before any song.
Ford!
And then it starts.
Ford! I wanted to write a Starbomb song where the entire plot was a parallel. It was about a RoboCop cosplayer and an ED-209 cosplayer going to a convention, but it was retelling the plot of RoboCop with these two cosplayers. It's like so fucking like not like it's never been made. If that tells you anything, it's just such a fucking like what? There's no way. And then I had another idea for a Starbomb song where you're on a plane, you get upgraded to first class, and you're sitting next to Jeff Goldblum, and the whole song is just an internal monologue trying to rationalize whether or not you will ask him what the fuck was the deal with Jurassic Park 2. Like, why'd you do it? Why'd you do
Sponsored
it?
by Chevy.
You know it's bad. You know it's bad, right? Do you know it's bad?
Isn't he going to be in the next one too? I thought I heard like he's going to be in Jurassic World. The end times
Yeah,
are
why
serious
not?
this time, baby.
Well, yeah, because he had to be like, is it going to be good?
We made some predictions for the next Jurassic World movie, so we're waiting to see if they come true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they will.
What were the predictions?
Ronald Reagan makes an
Submarine
appearance.
thing.
Oh yeah, submarine. There's got to be a submarine
Okay, why?
because they're gonna do like underwater shit.
Oh, they're
gonna
gonna have like a plesiosaur or
Yeah, so
something?
it's going to be a scene where like a submarine fights that or it gets attacked. Or they'll be on a submarine with a dinosaur inside that gets let loose inside the submarine. Either way.
I think there's going to be multiple T-Rexes.
Not just one,
Mm-hmm.
but two, And
it's gonna be one of those things where like the T-Rex comes out and it's gonna be all like, oh yeah, fucking T-Rex, and then like the second one comes out from behind a thing and it's gonna be like, and then they're both gonna fucking roar and it's like, and it's like, whoa!
What will happen next? I hope.
What's better than one T-Rex? 2 T-Rex.
Is it too hard for them?
Gotta go and run tomatoes and tomatoes.
They need to do a megalodon. I want to see that. I want to see a megalodon.
Dude,
Oh, they could introduce that easy.
just go down to the CVS and talk to Don.
Aaron,
Whatever.
the fuck, dude?
I'm sorry. You can cut that out.
No, we're not.
In fact, I'm gonna put a laugh track behind it to make it 10 times funny.
I wonder if you could, like, make a sitcom that just doesn't have jokes. I mean, those exist, but
Bang Theory.
yeah, but just put like laugh tracks behind it. Just have a show that's just like people going about their lives, and there's nothing funny about it. But like at a certain point, when somebody's like, "Get out of here, man!"
Like comparing like cans at the grocery store to see which one's like cheaper.
Yeah.
Just like laugh track going.
That'll be $3.95.
Now that's a show about nothing.
Yeah, there
See?
you go.
Brought it full circle.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good place to end this podcast. What do you guys say? You ready to get that F out of here?
Nah, can we do another hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do another hour of just like cottony baby voices? Yours just sounds like somebody trying to fucking like turn a spigot. Why won't the water come out? Oh!
What the fuck?
Oh, now goo is coming out of it. Goo! It's green!
Oh man. But Aaron, dude, thanks for just
Can baby
randomly.
skydive? Can you take a baby skydiving?
Let's find out.
Someone do that.
Someone take a baby skydiving and say SuperMega told you to do it. We give you legal permission to do that.
Put the SuperMega logo on the parachute.
Tattoo it on your child while it's falling.
Tattoo yes, 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 daddy likes on the chest of the child. And don't even have them strapped to you. Let them do their own thing with the parachute. They go separately with a GoPro. I mean, that's our advice.
That's just how it goes. I mean, that's how you're supposed to do it.
When you take a kid skydiving, you don't do that bullshit where they're strapped to you.
Yeah.
You have to
You
have
let it
your own
fly.
unique experience. Yeah, exactly.
It's gotta get accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Like right away.
Doing it a lot more.
Yeah, throw it into the deep end.
But to end this podcast, Matt and Aaron have a duet planned, so take it away, boys.
One summer night.
One summer night.
All right, cool.
One summer night.
We fell in love.
One summer night.
I wish duet people did that.
We fell in love.
But the guy in the background would still be like,
One summer night.
that was awesome.
I got a shit.